Hello and welcome to Friday Reads, where I tell you what I'm reading this weekend and review last week's pick. Last week I was reading The Queen of the Tearling by Erika Johansen, and I did finish it this week. It is about a young queen named Kelsey. She has been stowed away with her foster parents for the majority, basically all her life. But on her 19th birthday, the Queen's Guard comes, picks her up, and they begin a dangerous adventure back to the keep. It is dangerous because Kelsey's uncle wants to kill her, and the Queen of Mortmain. I just said Mortments in my head when I read it. The Red Queen of Mortments also wants to make sure she is dead. Kelsey is dead. Kelsey survives and makes it to the keep and begins her reign as the Queen of the Tearling. And I really enjoyed this book. It is one that I've heard about for quite a while. I like a good middle fantasy. There's like definitely fantasy elements to it. We've got magic, we've got the Queen's royalty, castle-y things, peasants. I don't know if that's fantasy or not, but we have, those elements, but it's also very grounded in some ways. So there's not a lot of, it's definitely not high fantasy. And I really enjoyed that. I really like the character of Kelsey. She is scrappy and opinionated and outspoken. And even though she is learning everything it means to be queen and try and not get killed, she really just powers forward, and I really liked that about her. It didn't come off as haughty or ignorant, but I just thought she was a very strong and exciting, dynamic character. I also really liked the supporting characters in this story. The Queen's Guard and Kelsey's handmaid, I don't know what it's called, Queen's Maid, were really had backstory to them without being too cliche. And just the story itself is really great. I thought that it was not terribly unique, but it also wasn't predictable. And that was a nice kind of refresher on the fantasy queen defeating enemy lands, blah, 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 blah. So I know it is the first in a series. I know that at least the second, if not the third book is out. And I will definitely be picking them up at some point because I did think that this was a really great reading experience. So that is The Queen of the Tearling by Erika Johansen. This weekend, I will be reading The Boy Is Back by Meg Cabot. I don't know what it's about. It's an adult book by Meg Cabot, and I love Meg Cabot. And I was at the library to get my mom and I's next Pulitzer pick, which is American Pastoral, which I'll be reading next week. And I was just perusing the new release shelf. I'm trying not to get many books from the library because I have so many books I want to read here. But I saw a Meg Cabot book, a new Meg Cabot book. It's not in a series, it's just a book, and I was so excited, and so I grabbed it. So this is what I'll be reading this weekend. I anticipate it being sort of a quick read. Not that Meg Cabot is a mindless writer. I don't think that at all, but I'm kind of looking forward to something a little lighter. The last couple books I've read have been just a little bit more intense, and we are reading Batman for our March pairing, and those are intense. And so I'm looking forward to some light, happy, I think probably romantic-y fun. So that is what I'm reading this weekend. The Boy Is Back, Meg Cabot. Super excited about that one. That's all I've got for this week's Friday Reads. If you liked this, you can check out other Friday Reads, as well as our discussion videos, book wrap-ups, all our shenanigans over at gameandread.com. You can also find us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Litzy, and Facebook at Game and Read. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.